Hello. Hey, y'all. It's been a minute, and I appreciate you all for subscribing to my channel. I know that I'm not as consistent as most YouTubers, but I appreciate you just bearing with me. So, the message I wanted to give you today, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it is how to help yourself heal through the pain. And through my videos, I know you could see, of course, patterns in my the titles. A lot of the videos that I make, that I also mentioned in previous videos, that I heal myself through making these videos. And I noticed when I was in the most deepest part of my pain, I was not present in the moment of where I was in reality, in the real world, just functioning with my family or my friends. I would be there physically, but mentally, I was checked out. And I just want to say it's not fair to the people, the loved ones that you have around you. So you got to make sure that you recognize when you're depressed. You recognize when you're mentally ill. And I can say I was mentally ill in my processes of how to deal with my pain and the things that I've been going through. And so I made a decision to deal with pain and let it hurt. You know how Usher had that song, Let It Burn? You gotta let it burn, right? So that's what I did. I had to just strip myself from my ego, strip myself from being guarded, strip myself from having boundaries, and just, and when I say the boundaries, like having the walls up, and I just had to let, and trying to deflect what I was really feeling, and act like it wasn't pain and cover it up by doing other things and laughing it off. I had to be aware and be truthful to myself that I was affected by pain that was caused, just life in general. And sometimes it's the pain that you create yourself, that I created myself. You know, it's not always other people. Sometimes you put yourself in situations that are going to end up hurtful. And it doesn't just hurt you, but it also hurts the people around you. And so with that being said, you know, the devil is the author of confusion. So if you're confusing your mind and you're confusing your spirit, then you know the devil have something to do with what you're going through, because love isn't confusion. God is not confusion. If you do the right things and you act and walk accordingly to the will of God, you will not be putting yourself in painful experiences. Of course, life is going to happen, but you have to live in a respected life and live in a way and be kind to people in a way that you won't be just adding extra pain and suffering to your life because of stuff that you created on your own. Life is hard enough by itself, but if you go around doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing, then that's on you. So you have to be accountable for the learning lessons in life, and you have to know that you know, stand your ground. You have to walk by a beat of a drum, your own mental compass, your own set of rules that you have etched in stone, your own ethics and morals, whatever it is. God has a book, the Bible, for us to live by. And every day, most of us are trying to live by our, you know, some of the ways of the Bible, and some of us are walking by our free will, and he gives us free will. But don't let that free will lead you into a insane asylum, because once you take too much of that free will and start doing things your own way, it will start disturbing your peace. It's already written in the book. So if you be mindful to what's written in the book, the Bible, then you would alleviate a lot of the stress that you got going on in your life. You just gotta do what you say you gonna do. Be who you say you gonna be. And if you don't know who you gonna be and what you gonna do, sit down and have a talk with yourself and figure it out. But you gotta stay in a lane and be dedicated to that lane that you commit yourself to. If you're gonna be a friend, be 100% good friend. If you're gonna choose somebody to be your friend with you, be true to that person. Be 100% with that person. Don't be talking about them when they're not in your presence. Don't be telling they secrets that they confided in you and telling it to other people. If you married, be 100% with your mate. Don't be out there flirting with men, flirting with women, and acting like you in these streets single. You gotta be dedicated to who you say you gonna be. You can easily just be single and do you and live your life. And if you're gonna be that person, then be safe. Because in these streets, especially with this COVID virus, I mean, if you don't have nobody, you don't want to be getting sick every other month, because these people in these streets is doing whatever. And this virus is still out here. And these numbers is going up. So you better be careful what you're doing out in the streets. And if you married and you out there doing stuff, it's not beneficial to you or your mate. And don't be selfish to your family. So you figure it out. But what I'm saying is, going back to the topic, is getting yourself on the other side of pain. You have to purge through the pain, and you have to make sure that you're honest with yourself. You're going to have to cry it out. You're going to have to do some self-reflecting. And you're also going to have to apologize to the people that you hurt. Okay? And that's it in a nutshell. But the best part of being on the other side of the pain is the healing. And when you heal, here we are now. You present. You're not daydreaming. You're not with your friends a million miles away. You're actually enjoying life now. When you're present in the universe, you're present in the moment, you're actually listening to the conversations around you. You're not like tuning things out. You're actually watching a movie and enjoying the movie. You're actually having conversations with your spouse and realizing why you fell in love with them in the first place. You're actually thinking about, wow, those brainstorming ideas that you had, and you're building on them. You're not just walking around willy-nilly thinking about stuff and not following through because you're not making a decision to stay in one lane and live in that lane and be dedicated to that decision that you've made. So once you become present, it's a whole nother world of happiness, but you have to heal yourself. And if you are in pain, once you get on the other side of the pain, which is the healing, you're going to be so happy. And guess what? The people around you, the people who love you, the people who have been dealing with your ass for all this time, they're going to be so relieved that you finally are here. You're finally the person that they fell in love with, and you're finally making a choice to just be at peace. So This is Real Talk with Tam. I hope I can help you in any way that I can. But, you know, we all have busy lives and we're all just trying to make it through this crazy life that we live in. But when you do it, you want to do it with a peaceful mind. Okay? And don't add nothing to your life that doesn't benefit you. If you feel like your friends ain't really your friends, then find you some new friends. Or sometimes it's better to just be by yourself and sometimes you just got to self-reflect and work on yourself. And nothing's wrong with that. Work on you. You know what I'm supposed to say? Sometimes I'm the problem. Sometimes you be the problem because you insecure. Sometimes you be the problem because you never had real friends to deal with and never had real people to have your back. So you walking around paranoid thinking everybody out to get you. And it's you out to get you. It's all in your mind. Remember, the devil is the author of confusion. So you got to get unconfused and figure out how to be present with yourself first and foremost. Okay? And be happy and be healed. This is Real Talk with Tam. All right, y'all. Have a peaceful day. Don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel.